Hello YouTube and welcome to your third JavaScript tutorial. As promised in the last tutorial, we'll be discussing about the environment or kind of the context of scripts in the Google Chrome extension. Now, in Google Chrome extension, there are kind of three environments. The first one is an isolated environment which runs its scripts in an isolated environment, and it is called background scripts. Now what background scripts does is they do not run on the page, they do not run inside this box right here. If you open this, they do not run in the context of this page. They run in a complete isolated environment and are not able to access any of the DOM and their properties. The second environment is the extension environment. Scripts run here in this pop-up box are called extension environment. Pretty much clear. This is itself in separate HTML document, as you can see in the popup.html. So this is another environment, and the third environment is the user page environment. Now user page environment is like I'm browsing this page and the scripts are executed within the context of this page. To make things clear, let's see what each of them are and how they are useful. Let's start with the user page environment because it is one of the most interesting thing like that. So first of all, let's copy this from the developers.chrome page and let's paste it out here somewhere. Okay, so let's remove the permissions. We don't need any permission for now. I'll just apply a wildcard right here. Now what this wildcard means is, this wildcard, the star here means is this script should run on every page. Now star here means this script should run on every page having the protocol HTTP, and I don't care what the path is or the domain is. So this would literally run on every single page having the protocol HTTP. If you want to specify HTTPS as well, we'll do something like this. Okay, CSS, we don't need it right now. I'll explain in a while what it is. JS, now JS is something important and interesting. Let's remove the jQuery one right now, as I don't need jQuery, and we have got a myscript.js. Now let's create a file, myscript.js, as mentioned in the manifest, and let's do something like alert document.domain. Okay, and let's try to reload our extension. Let's reload our extension, and as you can see, the alert does not pop up here. Why? Because the host is right now, the protocol is right now Chrome and not HTTP. If we refresh this page, you see a alert box saying developer.chrome.com. Now why does it pop up? As you can see in manifest.json, we have the regular expression of matches and a wildcard which says match every HTTPS domain and HTTP domain. Now for instance, if I want to do something evil, then what I can do is document.write, or basically document.location, which is more eviler and kind of more evil, and I can redirect this to any of the page, but I won't do this for now. So basically, using this content script, you are actually inserting whatever you write here inside somewhere in your source code of this page. Isn't it cool? You are basically, with the help of extension, adding a script to any of the page user visits, and you can do the stuff you want to do. The next environment, let's see, the popup.html. Now let's link a file to it, script.js, and I guess, okay, we have popup.js right here. And the reason I'm not giving like script alert script, because in Google Chrome, the inline JavaScript is not allowed. The execution of inline JavaScript is not allowed due to security reasons. Let's create this popup.js. We don't want anything of this. Let's simply alert document.domain, and let's reload the extension. And now when I click on this pop-up, you see an alert box, and it says this or random text, which is the extension ID of this, my extension. As you can see, let's do a document.write hey extension, and let's reload this, and let's click on the pop-up box, and as you can see, it document.writes hey extension with the hello world from our HTML code. So this script here linked with popup.html is running in the context of the pop-up box right here. The third thing we have is the background scripts. Now background scripts actually run in a very isolated environment, and this is because they have access to all the Chrome APIs which are used for like message passing, storing into Chrome extension storage, and all those APIs like that. The content scripts have a very few Chrome APIs, like the message passing to background scripts and like for that. So content scripts cannot use much of the Chrome APIs, of Chrome extension APIs, and the popup.js, as you can see, runs in the context of popup.html and has no access to any API of Chrome API. Okay, so now let's create background scripts. As you can see in the background pages right here, if we see, let's copy this and let's paste it right here. Now we have background scripts, background.js, and remember, whenever you supply any script, they load in the supplied way only. For example, if I want to use jQuery in my content scripts, then I'll supply jQuery.js, and like that. If I do jQuery after my script, then obviously I'll get the error that jQuery is not defined. So let's create a background.js script, and down here let's do a simple document or maybe an alert. Basically, though the background script run in the context of an isolated environment, but still you can view the background scripts from here with the inspect views. As you can see, I get an alert box with background.js because it runs in an isolated environment, but with the help of background page I can actually view what is created by this background. Let's cancel this, and as you can see, the background page is something like this: body script src background.js. Now what if I want to like what do you say, I just want to do a alert of document.location. What will happen now? Just wait for some time, and as you can see, we get the document.location as Chrome extension, this thing, and generated background page. Now this generated background page is completely isolated from this pop-up page and the context user page. Hence, this background page basically runs in a complete isolated environment where you cannot access the DOM directly, and you cannot modify the user page or interaction. However, with the help of combined background.js and the content scripts, you can do something called message passing. That means you can pass messages in between content scripts and background.js, which you can use eventually to like doing certain actions which can be only done by background, like storing the values sent by user, and can modify the user end with the help of content scripts, and like that. So I guess this tutorial was clear about the three environments. Summarizing up, we have three environments in Google Chrome extension: the background environment, the pop-up environment, and the user environment. In the user environment, you use content scripts, which are followed by a matches command, which requires you to add certain wildcards or any other domain to match your script on. The next thing we have is the background environment, which is completely isolated page and runs in a completely isolated environment and have access to all the Chrome APIs. And the third thing we have is the pop-up environment, which is the environment which runs right here and has no access to any API. So I guess I was clear with this tutorial, and don't forget to subscribe the channel, and thank you for watching my video.